The UN on 25th of September 2015 adopted a new development blueprint captioned the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). The SDGs has a time frame of 15 years ending in 2030. It includes ending poverty, fighting inequality and injustice, and tackling climate change. Key to achieving these goals is the deployment of an integrated approach which must not only rely on governments but also the private sector. In his presentation, a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Martin Otia Bebiu, said a lack of well-established data system has been identified as one of the biggest challenges in the attainment of the SDGs among developing countries, including Ghana.
The need for a well-established sources of data, where data collection is transparent, accountable, and consistent enough to enable accurate measurements over time. The challenge in Ghana is not only getting the right data at the right time, but also there is lack of disaggregated data to help examine intra-community inequalities and track changes.
In a discussion on how the private sector could work with the country towards achieving the SDGs, both local and international business representatives suggested an enabling environment for them to operate and a full collaboration with government. In a response, a Deputy Minister of Finance, Mrs. Mona Korte, emphasized the need for domestic resource mobilization. She enumerated the sources of government funding for the attainment of the SDGs.
We also intend to fund it again through 2.5% coming out of the VAT. But then we get the Exim Bank, which will help to promote our export-led strategy. Another source of funding would be from the capital market. So the capital markets is going to be an important part of doing that. Government set up the Ghana fixed income market. This was to enhance secondary trading of fixed assets, which is so important because the primary market is not enough. We also set up the alternative markets to raise long-term capital for the SMEs, who are a very important part of achieving the SDG goals.
6 personalities were honored for their contribution towards the development of Ghana in their various fields of endeavor. A former president of Ghana, John Agyekum Kufuor, was given a laureate for leadership and governance. Professor Kwesi Yanka was awarded for education. Professor Inyonam Kwaukuma was awarded for health. The business and entrepreneurship laureate went to Togbi Apede. Media and communication laureate was to Kenneth Ashigbe. And finally, the Rising Star Award was presented to Farida Bergwin. For GBC 24, Shelley Annan reporting.